Hello everybody, thanks for coming in. I'm just getting the nozzle warmed up so I can take the filament out. Not that I really need to, but I'm going to take the filament out of this printer and we'll get things started. Put it down in cool down mode. Hope everyone's having a good day out there. Thanks for coming in. We're just putting it in cool down mode now. And then once that is all cooled down, I'll start disassembly. This is about a month's worth of printing. Right here, you can see all kinds of residue that's left over from just rubbing of the filament core. It's dust and a little bit of wear. You can see some marks in it. Hey, Dave Ennis. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're feeling well. Just a little bit left on this to cool down. All right, so that's almost all cooled down now. Gonna turn her off on the back. And now the CR10MINI has a lot of other controls in the back here. Let's unplug. Unplug. And unplug. I'll use my zip tie cutters to get the zip ties off so I can get this thing over to the bench here. I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you for coming in. taking apart this CR10MINI power supply box to get at all the stuff inside. So first and foremost, so we need some Allen keys. These look to be about 1.5 millimeters, nope, 2 millimeters. Just having a coffee while I'm doing this, so excuse my slowness. Sure was quiet in the chat this morning. I was trying to do it sideways so you can see a little better, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Basically just taking off the 5 screws here. We already took off the filament holder on the top. Yeah. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to have to remove the power supply from the top as well. And this is going to take a bigger size than a 2 millimeter. Eject the memory card in case I forget. Well, this power supply should pop right out of the way once I get it removed. Alright, now that we've got the power supply moved to the side, we can see actually inside here now. And this is the component that we'll be taking apart and putting the new one together. Now, I'm just going to be looking at this because only one person I've ever seen actually did this replacement. And I'm not 100% sure it's going to work. So I just want to make sure before I get my ducks in a row here. So this is the new board that is going to be going in there. And as you can see, it is a lot wider. A lot wider. So I'm not sure this is going to work. But people are saying in the chat before that it would work. The simplest way is going to have to be disconnecting stuff slowly, making sure the pinouts are the exact same on each, and then going from there. Hopefully everything looks hunky-dory. There's a little bit of glue on these, that's for sure. So I'll have to take a lot of this glue off these connectors, which is pretty standard. I love using their hot glue. It looks like the mounting options are the same by looking at it. So it should be okay. It should be fine. The easiest way to find out is to start taking stuff off, and hopefully everything works. So, it's the easiest way to get this thing away is only possible. You made these wires so tight. So that's the screen out. So the screen is easy. The screen, I can see where it goes. It looks like I have the right connection for it. So put it in this way. Yep, that fits perfectly in there. Okay, great. It's good to know. That's one thing that I left over to worry about. Just put him off to the side. It's going to be the last to plug in, right? Now, I think I'm going to pull the motherboard right out of here. And hopefully I can get at it easier. A little zip tie that's holding some wires down. Just going to keep those ones there. That one is just attached to the board or to the box, so we need some room. Let's go from there. Let's see if we can pull this off. You guys can see what I'm doing. Hey, Chris Travis. Here. I wish I had some kind of like helmet cam, some like glasses cam or something, so you guys can see what I see. But unfortunately, that's not realistic right now. Let's see, tweezers. A new keyboard build. That sounds cool. Okay, I think that's all of the connectors out of that. Yep, it's nice and loose. Oh, we got one that's stuck down there. Get that out of there. Hopefully the audio is okay for you guys. I'm not really near the mic as much. Okay. Pull off all these plastic pieces. Take off all of these ones because they are labeled. Take the glue off to get at it. So put so much glue on these things. You actually have to pop the glue off them just to get them unplugged. It's a good and a bad thing. The bad thing is it's annoying. The good thing is they don't come unplugged. But I mean, in an enclosed printer like this, they shouldn't come unplugged anyway in the first place. Sorry about that. Okay. All those wires disconnected. And those are important. Keep off to the side. Out of the way. Out of the way. There we go. Okay. Now we've got all these cool motors. All of the Zs. These are all my end stops. Pop off all this glue. Okay. So, I'm going to start taking off some of these wires slowly. And we're putting them onto the other board. All right. Everything looks about the same. I've got the 4 connectors here. That should be another one. That's more than that one though. So let's power input. And 3. So this is the power input for these. Now I have to make sure that one is the other. So that one is ground on the outside. And looks like they're not tinned, which is great. I have to fix that issue. The wire inside here. Open up all of these clamps because they weren't open in the first place. Okay. So ground outside. Power inside. Okay, now the power supply is attached to the board. Next step is these ones inside here. Is there any way I can get more screws or what? Got one more zip tie down here that I can cut to make myself have a little bit more room here. As long as I can cut it without cutting anything else, we're going to be in good situation. You really don't need a lot of room for you to play around here. You have to try and get yourself situated before you cut. Well, you cut wires really easily. Okay, this first one is actually connected multiple times. So, in order for me to actually get this out of there, I'm going to have to do some quick maneuvering here. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. Perfect. So, let's take this one out. There we go. Now, before I actually, I'm going to make sure that I got all the ones in the right spots. So this one says the E stop. And that's E temp. E temp. E temp. I'm not sure where E temp goes. Computer temperature. So I'm going to leave that one right now for a second. Come back to it. Now this one says this is the Z E stop. That one I found on the board. Pretty easy. What is the one marked E stop? Z stop. The Z stop is this one here. Boom. Hey, Gary T. So I got the Y stop. Move the Y stop over. Y stop is now plugged in. And then we're going to do the X stop. It's this one. And it goes here. Okay, that is our limit switches. Now we just have the power, and this one says fan, and the other one says B Mott, B10. Where's our fan? Our fan is here. Now I gotta make sure that my fan is the right way. Yep, okay. Wiring harness is set up the right way for it. And that's where we plug in our fan driver right here. Instead of where this one was on the opposite side, along parallel with the other ones. So no, you don't want to do that one. Make sure you just follow the wiring diagram on it and you should be okay. Now, we need to go and do the B Mott. So, I'm going to think that the B Mott, I'm thinking the B Mott is probably from the bed. And the E temperature. So I got E1 stop, I got PS on, fan 1. Don't know where that one's going to go. So I'm going to pull up a wiring diagram here real quick just to make sure. So I did look up how to do it earlier, but I'm not sure that I got it right. It's the heated bed, H0. That's fine, that's fine. TB is the temperature bed. So TB version 1.1.4. Sorry guys, I'm just looking up real quick information here on changing this out. I don't want to get it wrong. Bed power, hot end power, fans, end stops, bed thermistor, hot end thermistor. Wow, fuck. Fuck off. Trying to find the wiring diagram for this stupid board. Okay, so it's just like I thought. Nozzle on the outside, which is the E temp, and then the hot bed or heated bed thermistor is in the inside. So bed is that one. And thermistor 0 is thermistor 0. Okay. Now that just leaves these power connections on the inside here. So I'm going to go and do, let's see here. So this top one inside is actually for the fan. So the fan power is going to go onto should be the first one. Heated bed. hot end fans and bed power. Hot end fans. Let's see here. Fuck. Okay. Oh, you really? Okay, so heated bed, fan. Let's see here. Okay, I think I got it figured out, guys. Now, as long as all of these wires goes the same way, everything should be hunky-dory. So let's take 1, 2, 3. We know that these are the fans. So we'll take the fans out. And that's 3 wires attached to each other. So now we need to go and mount this sucker a better way so I can reach everything. Holy shnikes. It sure doesn't leave me a lot of room in here. Let's see how can I do this. Wires are all bungled and jumbled. That made it worse. How do you get these wires down there into here? Holy frig. Let's see if I can figure something out here. Sure don't give you much room. And if I was building these kind of printers, I could put a little bit more slack on the wires. Just a bit. I mean, come on. I don't think the wires are that expensive. Okay. That's that one. Next one in. Make sure these are all nice and tight there so they don't slip. Okay, now just the yellow wires. And the yellow wires, I'm told that they are actually heating element. And that's it, the board is off. These. Get how these work. Seems like even a smaller, small, tiny little friggin' screw. We're gonna unscrew these little tabs here. Take this green piece right out. It just slips into that next one. And because of these yellow wires, they don't have to be in any particular fashion. Neither one of them are marked. They're just a gauge size and everything. So put it in, tighten one down. Nice and tight. Pull on it, make sure it's in there. It is. Get this one up a little bit more. Right in there. And give her a tighten. Pretty simple as long as you follow the steps. As long as you pay attention to what stuff you're plugging, unplugging. You're really not going to have that much difficulty with this. Okay. All of those are in. Move this down to the side. Let's try and mount this board. I'm going to plug all these other ones in later. Only because they're kind of not really helpful to have plugged in right away. So I'm putting this board down on the base where the other one came from. It looks like it has just enough room. Just enough room. It also doesn't sit flat as well as the other one did. I don't know why that is. Let's see. Oh, because the mounting hardware for it is actually quite a bit over that way. Okay. So that's just something that's just going to have to sit on because it doesn't have as wide as a platform board. So let's get one screw started here. Let's lose a screw down inside. If you don't do that at least once, you're not doing it right. Hey, FPV Joel. Hopefully you guys can hear my audio pretty decently. I'm sitting a little bit more away from my microphone this time. Okay, she's mounted. She is mounted. Now it's just these last cables that will have to be plugged in. So let's get all the glue off them. Make sure that they're good to plug in. This looks fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Okay. So let's start off with this one because it's the last one I picked up. We're looking for the Z axis. So the Z axis, I believe the first one is the one that I want. Z-axis. Z-axis. Plugged in. Like so. And then we've got the X-axis. The farthest one. And we've got the Y-axis, which will go in the middle. Put that down. In. And then we have the extruder. Extruder number 0. Boom. That is all those pieces connected. And now we've got the roll board all attached inside. And now we can start, well, I still got, remember we still got to plug in this piece. This is the monitor for it. Screen. Go ahead and plug that in. And that completes the assembly of the board. Good point. And now we're going to put this power supply back in there. Make sure she's all cleaned off nicely. The way it came in, here's the way it goes back in. Put it outside, pop it in, move it around, get yourself ready with the Allen key and the proper size nuts, or bolts I should say here. Just move that down, just move that up. There's one. Let's do this one here because it's already in line. And make sure you don't want to tighten them up until you get them all on there. It does need some playroom. All right, now we go ahead and tighten them all up. Tight, 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 tight. bottom piece on. Give them all 1, 2. The old 1, 2. Make sure they're all nice and tight. The vibrations will make this thing jiggle and make noise. I do not like. So now we've got the new system set up. I'm going to take it back over here and plug it into the machine. And then after that, I'll have to install the next new firmware on it, which I already have saved on my computer. I just need to actually plug it in to the memory card slot, and we'll be good to go. So there's 2 connections that came off the back. One's got 4 pin, the other one's got 6 pin. You can't really screw up the connections when you plug them in here. Really only going one way. Once you have it in, you tighten down the little nuts that are on there. Power cable in the back. Just going to grab my memory card here and switch that out. Thanks everybody for coming in and hanging out. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but yeah, thanks for coming in. Let's see here. Paste. Control X. No, Control C. V. Eject. Pop in new rim. Yeah, feels a lot solider than the other one, that's for sure. Put the spool holder on later. So the right now, the spool holder. Hey, Laura Llama. Laura Llama Little. How you doing? So, No smoke. The fan is turned on. The screen is blue. The screen is blue. I got a total blue screen. Not even anything on the screen at all. It sounds fine, but it's not getting anything from the memory card. Well, shittily dinks. Try and turn it off. Take out the memory card. Wait a couple seconds and let's just see if turn it back on and it actually boots up or not. And the screen's getting power, but the problem is it's not showing anything on the screen. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I literally just did that. Oh, Big Tree Tech, your site sucks. Yes, all of them have SD cards. Let's see here. Five. Says it's supposed to be connected to the EXP3 port on the LCD. Now, I'm not sure that it was connected on the one on the back, so I would have to take it apart again to make sure. Or I could rewind this somehow and watch. how I took it apart. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see in there. Yeah. I can't tell. Man, it's so hard to see. I think it's on the 3. Yeah, I think it's on the 3. Well, shittily me dinks. Well, I'm at a standstill here, guys. I don't know if I'll be able to get this thing going today. I got a little bit more research to go through, maybe even just some configuration files. But I mean, this board did come with a memory card, so I'll try that one first. Sometimes they have these memory cards and they're preloaded with stuff, but in my experience, not usually for these ones. But anything's worth a try. Yeah, so that didn't work either. Let's try and put the original firmware back on this board and see if that will take. So CR10MINI. And let's go and do this one. Control C. The cursor. Huh. For some reason, it changed the file when it was plugged in there to a cursor file. It don't make fucking sense to me at all. All right, let's try this one. Yeah, it's almost like I'm not getting any readings or anything off of my my screen. My screen is getting power. My screen is getting power, but it's not getting any data, any information on it at all. Huh. Well, guys, I think I'm going to have to call it quits for now. Come back to it maybe tomorrow or something. I'm going to do some research. And hopefully we can get this thing running soon, because I can't really afford to be wasting a lot of time on this. And if it doesn't work and I can't get it to run, we're going to have to switch back to the old board and figure out some things later on, because I can't have this printer not working at all for multiple days. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for coming in. I gotta let you go, and I'll see you guys next time on the next one. I really appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. If you guys can afford to do so, I've got some donation links in the bottom, as well as Bitcoin, PayPal, Patreon, and got my Amazon wish list, as well as a Discord. If you want to go on Discord, we sometimes sit around and watch movies together and hang out late night. So if you guys want to do that, feel free to check out the links in the description or in the scrolling banner. Thanks, guys. Take care of yourselves, and happy printing.